Hello and welcome to this introductory guide to using KnowItAll Ninja. We're just going to look at some of the basic tools that KnowItAll Ninja has to help support teachers, as well as how to register your students on the website so that you can get them started as quickly as possible. So obviously I'm on the home page right now and I'm logged in, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go up to this menu bar at the top, and in here we can see that there is an option near the bottom called Class Manager. So if you click on that now, this will now take you to the Class Manager and you'll have a few different options in front of you. So for example, you have Manage Subscription, which we're going to go to and look into quite a bit more detail in a moment. Student Tracker, which I will look into more in a future video. The Help Center, which will allow you to access some written tutorials if you prefer those rather than the video tutorial that you're watching right now. As well as the Manage Leaderboard, which basically allows you to disable the student leaderboard if you don't want actually students to be able to see the leaderboard, or allow them to, or allow your students to opt out of the leaderboard because you may not want them to be forced into appearing in the group leaderboard. Obviously, the leaderboard is just for students within a single group. It isn't a leaderboard of all students on the website or anything like that. And we'll look into setting up groups again in a future video. So what we'll do now is we're going to look into managing our subscription and specifically how to add students to our subscription so they're registered on the website and ready to use it, and indeed how to add teachers because it's the exact same method. So if you click Manage Subscription right now, this will take you to the page in your profile, the membership page in your profile, and you can see your subscription, and if you have registered before you'll see any other subscriptions down here. If you've purchased any downloadable resources, they will be downloadable from here as well. And on the right hand side of your current subscription you'll see three options. You'll see Renew, which will allow you to obviously renew for another year if you wish to. Change Plan, this will allow you to upgrade your subscription to a higher level, which will charge on a pro rata basis. So what it will do is it will renew your subscription, and then it will subtract from the cost of that subscription your previous subscription on a pro rata basis, so that you're not paying the full amount from scratch. Okay. All right, and then to actually add and manage our student accounts and our teacher accounts, we can press the Sub Accounts button. So we click this here, and this will take us to our Sub Accounts area. So currently I have 0 students registered to my account. Okay. If I wanted to, I could manually add the students by pressing the Add Sub Account button, and I can type in their username, an email, first name, last name, and tick this to make sure that they get a welcome email, which will allow them to set their passwords, and then submit it, and that will add them. But obviously that could be quite slow for adding more than one student. We could send the sign up link to students. So we've got a sign up link here, and we could copy that and then email that to the students so they're able to register themselves onto your subscription. Or perhaps the simplest and easiest way would be to register them by importing via a CSV file. Okay. Now, the CSV file has a very basic structure to it. It just requires a username, email, first name, last name, and password, although the password is also optional. And you can download a template CSV file in the area just below this, in the description area just below this video. I have already created for myself a example CSV file, so just have a look at this. So these are a number of fictional users that I have just set up, and I've given each a password, all the same password just for simplicity's sake. And so all I will need to do now is I just need to add this CSV file. Okay, so there we go. Because I've set the password, I don't need to send them a link to reset their password. But if I leave this checked, then they will receive an email, a welcome email, which will allow them to set their own password rather than just the password that you have assigned them. I'm not going to send that email. I've set passwords. I'm just going to send them my own email just to let them know that they're registered and they can get started. So I'll just press the upload CSV, and this could take a short while to process. So you'll have to wait a little bit while. Try to register no more than 25 at a time, otherwise you may find that it times out and they don't register properly. And so that's actually already done now, and you can see I actually can see a list of all my user information right in front of me. Okay, which is great. So all 10 users have been added successfully. So here it's worth noting there's a few extra things you can do. So for example, if there was an error in one of the emails that you registered, you can just press the little edit button there, change it and submit it. So if I change that to sharper, okay, and submit that, there you go. Or I'll just undo that change. Okay, and I can do the same for the first name and the last name. The role, so if you want to actually set one of these users to be a teacher, you can just click the role and then you can set them to be a teacher. And there we go. And I'll just set this one back to a student. These teacher sub accounts, they will not be able to add or remove students from your subscription. They will not be able to access this area at all. They'll just be able to create groups and access the student tracker so they can monitor students' progress. Okay, only the primary account holder will be able to actually add and remove and manage student information. We also have the ability to reset a student's password via this button. Remove them from your subscription. This doesn't delete them from the site, it just removes them from your subscription. Or delete them completely, and that will delete them completely from the site. Their account won't exist anymore. If you want to do more than one, you can, of course, use some bulk actions, which includes to delete them. Again, that is deleting them from the site entirely. Or also to reset progress, and that will allow you to remove all of their progress on the site, all of their achievements, all of their experience points, and all of their progress on the courses, and that will just wipe that completely from them so they're starting from scratch again. Okay. And that's pretty much everything there is to do with setting up your sub accounts. Okay. So I think that's everything in the basis of getting started and getting set up. If you have any comments, please do contact me via the contact form. You can reach at the bottom of the page. Thank you very much, and I hope you really find KnowItAll Ninja a great tool for supporting your students and your in-class teaching.